I'm reading a creator-owned comic every day for a month, and today I read The Ace Volume 3. But since this is Volume 3, if you haven't read The Ace yet, I'm going to give you a quick rundown on where we're up to so far. So this is The Ace Volume 1, where we meet David, our hero. You can see straight away we've got this Ibai Canales artwork here, which I've always been a big fan of. Ibai has such that, in the art world, I guess they would call it a naive style. In the comic book world, you'd probably call it underground. It kind of reminds me of old school Ninja Turtle style art. Really great. Anyway, David finds this cool ball here in a meteor, and he gets what's called the sacred armor, I think it's called. He becomes the ace there, and very quickly we meet Apkula, the shark man, who tries to come and take it from him. Each story has not only the main story but also a secondary epilogue story, which is mostly without words, by the way. We don't really find out what these epilogues are. I mean, epilogue to me means it's happening afterwards, but you know, it really is just visual, so it's kind of devoid of context. And then there's also, at least in the first two books, you also get a sort of secondary story. And this one here introduces a Celestial, which is a kind of a warrior race that we'll meet in a bit. I really like the different art styles presented in this book. Like I said, they've got that really kind of underground look, but super high quality and a fun read. You know, the story is if I feel like it's written like it would really appeal to a younger audience, because it's a very straightforward, simple hero story. So if you've got kids, say, you know, in their early teens, I think they would really enjoy it. In the second one, the story just continues straight on, and we meet more people who are basically, there's another, this team is here to protect the armor, essentially, from Apkula and another group who are gonna come try and get it. No, this one is about the Celestial Angelique, I think she's called. So she comes and they have a fight, and craziness ensues there. I'm gonna skip forward. Here we go. Yeah, it's like, look at the really cool art on. So that was with Ibai as well, but with a different colorist. So we've got another cool epilogue story here. Again, really great art, but we don't get much context as to what's going on here. And then there's a little origin story for Apkula, the shark, busting up, getting some revenge. Again, I mean, really fun. I feel like, you know, this could easily be, you know, a cartoon or a toy series or something. It really feels like it's in that vein. It's a lot fun. But we're here to get up to date with the third issue, which is the latest one I just received. It's got this gorgeous Dan Dahl cover on it with the whole gang there. I neglected to say, I mean, spoilers. Sorry, sorry, Edwin. But her whole team gets slaughtered essentially by the Celestial at the end of the second book. And at the end of the second book, these two are captured on the ship, and they end up going through the wormhole and again meet another alien species who are out to get the sacred armor. Clearly a very important suit that David has stumbled into here. But it turns out to be one of those situations where the enemy of my enemy is my friend, and the four have to team up in a battle against these what are they called? The Hyans? The Hyans? I'm not quite sure. And again, it's a very simple, straightforward, sci-fi, cosmic, superhero action story. Maybe even a little too simple at times if you're a big. There's at one point David, who's taken a bit of a liking to Angelique, rushes to save her, and even this character, I can't remember her name, even helps, even though she just killed her whole team moments earlier. So, you know, in the that might sound like it doesn't make sense. In the context of the story, where everything is, I mean, look, we've got alien dogs and human shark type. The kind of comic book-esque approach actually makes it so it doesn't really matter that much. You're just kind of going along for the fun ride. I'm going to leave it there for that story. There is another side story here. Again, really gorgeous art here. This one is by Alan Alonso. So Alan Alonso is the colorist on both these, and then he is doing the artwork on this. The main book here is Ibai Canales, and what a improvement over the years. Even though I really do, like I said, I really like the art on the first book, the sort of more underground look. What a crazy improvement over the years. But the art in this is absolutely mind-blowing. Just fantastic. Those colors, that art is really crazy. What a sleeper hit. The Ace, it is a lot of fun. This one is a recommend from me. Really cool. All right, everybody. That's it for today. I'll see you on the next one tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.